What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Warren, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder. Get this. According to the UK promoter, Frank Warren has doubts that Joshua versus Wilder clash will happen. Frank Warren does not believe that the proposed fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder will come off as planned. There are ongoing discussions to finalize Joshua versus Wilder, with dates being targeted for the month of January in Saudi Arabia. Their fight was initially proposed to take place in December. And according to Warren, Warren has his doubts, and this is what he said. He said, "I don't know. And I've got to be honest, I don't particularly care. It doesn't bother me that much. You asked me last time we spoke what I thought about Joshua versus Wilder, and I gave you my views. If they make it, they make it. I don't think they will make it. I don't think that they make it and get the money they think they're going to get. I really don't. They were talking about making another fight for AJ in between, and I think they're going to have a problem with that because I think the public will be expecting more. That fight wasn't going to happen in December, and we all know that. If you go check all the interviews, then that when you asked me about this, I've not changed. What I've said is what will happen. I said Joshua, won't fight in December. He won't be fighting Deontay Wilder in December. And I'm right. And he's not fighting Deontay in December. So he may as well have taken the fight at the time." Those are the words of Frank Warren. And let me counterpunch. You guys do remember when Frank Warren did predict that Joshua versus White wouldn't happen. That's kind of creepy. But he did say that. He doubted that that fight was actually going to take place, but he also doubted that Usyk will fight Dubois as well. He thought that Usyk was going to pull out of the Dubois fight. But I can understand the angle for the Dubois versus Usyk. Why? Because Dubois is his fighter. And he was looking for any type of discrepancy or pattern with Team Usyk, because Team Usyk totally showed out his side, his team. And he knows that. You know, sometimes you attack with certain things that you wish to happen in certain scenarios because checkmate. Some of these teams, you know, with Usyk pulling that 30%, I accept it all and called the bluff for Tyson Fury, it was downright embarrassing. So I think this is Frank's way of saying, like, well, hey, this is what I hope happens. But these guys supposed to fight this coming 6 days from today? No, 5 days from now, right? And Frank, if they end up fighting, you were wrong. Now, as far as AJ versus Wilder, I'm not sure. I don't know if they will make that fight. I'm kind of 50-50 with it, simply because we haven't seen it in all this time. So why not put up with more bullshit, you know, to keep it from happening, you know, but I don't know. Frank says it doesn't matter to him, but I think he hopes, just like I think he hoped that Alexander Usyk and team would pull out of the Dubois fight. You know, I think he was hoping for that. And because this is what happens. If they pull out of the fight, that means the WBA would have to then enforce stripping Alexander Usyk. And then his fighter will have the full WBA belt without taking another L, because you remember his first L was from Joe the Juggernaut. So it's an easy way out for Frank Warren, right? So Frank Warren knows that, hey, you know, I don't think this fight will happen. I don't think the money will be involved, because none of it really involves his fighter. So I think at the end of the day, his fighter was involved in all these negotiations, and we haven't really heard, and this is strange as well. It's funny, you haven't really heard Frank Warren promoting Tyson Fury versus Ngannou, have you? And I found that real strange. You hear him attacking Eddie Hearn for the drug accusations for his fighters, White and Baumgardner and all this. You hear them going back and forth. You hear him talk about the performance of Joshua, and you hear those type of things, but you don't hear him promoting the fight that's supposed to be the crossover fight concerning his fighter. But anyway, I don't know if it'll happen as well, guys. I'm 50-50. You guys tell me what you think of Frank Warren doubting that Joshua versus Wilder will happen. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!